I'm pretty sure y'all know the OG6 Avengers have a replacement. Well, I technically wouldn't count Jane as replacing Thor because in Love and Thunder Jane actually died and Thor is still out there, so 5 of the OG6 Avengers have their replacement. The question is, do I include She-Hulk? That's a really important thing because on one hand, yes, she is like the Hulk, but on the other hand, yeah, Hulk still appears in the MCU, alright? I don't think I'll replace Hulk with She-Hulk, but that's just me, so She-Hulk is not gonna be included, and besides, she has a whole can of worms that I don't wanna discuss, okay? Other than Daredevil bangs Hulk's cousin. That's a real thing, by the way. What character do you think would replace Iron Man? Rhodey? His wife, Pepper? Nah, let's put Ironheart. I get it. Us Marvel fans are really protective of Tony Stark's journey. I get it. She's like what though, a teen genius? Really? And she also kinda roasted Stark. Do you think Tony Stark would be Iron Man without being a billionaire? Do you remember in Iron Man 1 when he was in a fucking cave with a box of scraps? It's not really a natural passing of the torch mantle. She's like the new Iron Man, but she never met Tony Stark, you know? I'm not gonna include Shuri as the new Black Panther because I'm only focusing on the OG6 Avengers, and unfortunately T'Challa isn't one of them. Look, a passing of the torch. You know what it means? Let me explain it to you for simple. Kate got trained by Clint. Sam got the shield from Steve. Natasha and Yelena, well, they're sisters. Her show, I haven't seen it and I don't really plan on watching it. I only know her from Wakanda Forever and she was pretty annoying there. I just did a quick Google search and the show tries to mix high-tech suit, technology and all that shit, and dark magic. It's pretty messy, I think. I haven't seen it yet. Something that I did see is just one scene where she's talking with Alison Burgers, the dictator Aladdin, Ali G, Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto. Generational casting right there. Overall, people don't like her. I didn't like her in Wakanda Forever and I don't really want to watch her show. Yeah, we can all agree that Iron Man is much better than her. And please don't be racist or sexist. Guys, I'm trying to be civilized here. Look, I know you people wanna insult Riri, I know that. You know what's a good insult? She made a deal with Borat! That's enough to call her stupid. She made a deal with Borat. Let that sink in. She made a deal with King Julian, who wants to move it. Ali G, Bruno! Yeah, Ironheart is a genius. People don't like her. One character that I know people like is Kate Bishop, the new Hawkeye. It's quite simple. She is kinda grounded. Her actors did a great performance. Fun fact, Kate and Gwen from the Spider-Verse movies share the same actress. Pretty nice. Her dynamic with Hawkeye feels kinda earned. It makes people say, you know what, I could see her replacing Hawkeye, yeah. She could be the new Hawkeye, yeah. Her frenemy dynamic with Yelena is pretty fun. Yeah, Marvel. That's her to a character that replaces the original. The only problem with her is that she's in what though, Hawkeye and the post-credits of the Marvels. Really? Also, I find it a little odd that Swordsman appears more than Kate. Swordsman appeared in Hawkeye, as, her stepdad, and also in Daredevil Born Again Seasons 1 and 2. Lalo Salamanca appears more. Hey, I like Lalo, but Kate should have been there. She also fought the Kingpin. At the end of the Hawkeye series, I genuinely thought Swordsman is gonna be a one-off character, but I guess he's more important than Kate in the overall MCU. Kinda sad. Her character is relatable, she's grounded. She finds Hawkeye cool, something I didn't find him cool until his show. I think she's one of those examples where people like her character and they like her actress as well. Yeah, there are people who hate characters, but they love the actor, they love the character, they hate the actor, and they hate the character and hate the actor, love the character and love the actor. Yeah, it's kinda confusing, I know. The character overall is well received. That's how you replace a legacy character. Now put her in Avengers, Doomsday and Secret Wars. Okay? Can you do that? Kate was introduced in Hawkeye, but what happens when a character was already introduced in a previous film, but now decides, yeah, I'll replace the character. Okay, it's not like that, He was handed the shield, yep, you know him, Sam. Here's a bit of an interesting case. He's not as hated as Ironheart, but he's just missed potential. Him being handed the shield by Steve, pretty good. I would have preferred Bucky, but fine, Sam can have it. His film, Captain America Brave New World, isn't really that good to be honest, it's just mediocre to me. Some people hate it, some people like it, more power to you if you like it, but I think it's just mediocre. Falcon and the Winter Soldier as a show, I thought it's pretty enjoyable. I enjoyed it, sure. I like John Walker in there. He's my favorite part of the show. But Sam, I think he was a bit of a hypocrite in that show. Look, Steve handed him the shield. He gives the shield to the government. Now he's mad that the government uses the shield. Yeah, sounds fair to me. And he's mad at John Walker for being nice. Come on, look, I get John Walker isn't an angel. But he tried to be nice to you. You mean as fuck, you give him, well, Suji. That's how he works, basically. Let's now get started on Carly. Oh my man, she was a fucking terrorist with a big T. And he decided, yeah, she needs redemption. Who cares? She killed a couple of people in buildings, innocents, yeah, fuck it, let's redeem her. John Walker, you redeemable,
Look, I get it, you wanna help the others, but you gotta know there's a line.
And right after John Walker's best friend died, and you know, he killed that terrorist, because Sam doesn't believe they're terrorists. They're terrorists! I said it earlier, they're terrorists! He decides, oh, his best friend died, let's take the shield back from him! I don't care if he's depressed, I want that shield back! Man, you could have just waited, or just be polite. You just fought him head on. I don't blame John Walker for killing that terrorist, because those terrorists killed his best friend. I don't care, I would do the same if I were him. Alright? Say what you want. I think Walker is a more good guy than Sam at times. Yep, I said it. Kill me now. And a speech at the end with those politicians. They're not terrorists, Governor. You know, I think it's just me, but I just think he's delusional. Delusional as fuck. That's just me though. And look, his lack of appearances kinda hurts, you know? He's the new Captain America and yet he's in 2 projects, 1 movie and 1 TV show before Avengers Doomsday. And what hurts even more? Steve is coming back in Doomsday. Marvel, you fumbled him, I'm sorry. He's just a missed opportunity. To me, Sam is a perfect case of wasted potential. Okay, fine. Who's the last one? Ah, Yelena, my girl, my favorite. Okay, she's not my favorite Marvel character, she's my favorite MCU woman. My favorite. I know some people like Wanda more, she has a lot of fans, but I don't care, I'll stick with Yelena, she's my favorite. Do people like her? Yeah, they really like her, alright. They thought she's the best part of the mediocre Black Widow film, which I thought wasn't that mediocre, it's actually pretty enjoyable. Then in the Hawkeye show, people really liked her, they loved her dynamic with Kate. I can't blame them, I really like them too. She's great in the Hawkeye show. She's one of the 2 reasons why I actually even wanted to watch the show, the other being Tony Dalton, because I liked Lalo Salamanca in Better Call Saul, and hey, why not Lalo in Marvel? That sounds interesting. And when Thunderbolts came out, my man, her popularity exploded. Unfortunately, the film didn't make as much money as I hoped to, because, come on, it's sad. But she in that film? Really great, well written. She's what though, funny, depressing. Her dynamic with Bob, the Sentry, pretty great. Some people genuinely ship them. That's how good they are, even though they're not romantic. That's of course if Avengers Doomsday doesn't try a sneaky one. If Disney tries to do again a Black Widow romance with a super powerful being, it will be the second time. Please don't make Yelena and Bob a thing. I'm not against it, but I prefer it platonic, you know what I mean? I think that's a word, right? And yes, she is in Spider-Man Brand New Day and people are going full horny for her. Look, I get it. She's beautiful, but damn you horny freaks! I'm not gonna say she's not beautiful because that would be a fake thing. She's genuinely beautiful, but god damn it, man! How hard do you wanna go? In my opinion, she's a great Marvel character. Top 10. She's not my favorite. I prefer the Punisher, Daredevil, and Spider-Man more, but she's up there. And she's not even entering the discussion of the best fictional characters. She's not Walter White, Dexter Morgan. Perfect casting in my opinion. Is it perfect casting because they derailed from the source material? I think it's perfect casting either way. She's one of those examples where people really love her character and they really love her actress. Look, I can't blame you for loving Florence Pugh, she's a good actress, she's great in other movies. Some people like her outside the movies. Look, I understand, she's not one of those, you know, fake celebrities, but let's not pretend she's one of us. Look, I'm not saying she's fake, but she's rich as fuck. With her money, I'd buy Vanessa Mall in Bucharest. I think she's genuine. I don't think she's a terrible human being. If you wanna go terrible celebrities, I'd recommend Joss Whedon. He's a hypocrite in my opinion. Back to the character of Yelena, this is how you replace a legacy character. Some people think she's better than Natasha. I fully agree with you, man. Others genuinely think she's the best Marvel character. I wouldn't say best, but I understand. She's definitely not better than Daredevil or Bullseye. This is how you replace a legacy character. I guess that's it with the video. Adios.